Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I haven't been here for a long time, so I thought I would come on and show you what I've made because I want to put everything away and clean up. So I'll start off really fast showing you guys what I did. I made the star from Mario. I decided to make the Mario star blanket. The only thing that's missing is the eyes. I didn't put eyes on them yet, but I'm going to. It's a fairly decent sized blanket for a kid, right? Not too bad. There's no pattern. It's just a star blanket. If you've made a star blanket, you can make this blanket. Just change the colors. Make the yellow part the middle, black around it, and then blue and white, and you've got the pattern. So if you know how to make a star blanket, you can make that blanket. I'm pretty sure I watched Crystal from Bag O' Day, and I just followed her tutorial, just changing the colors. Okay, sorry, I got a lot to film, a lot to show, and then I'm going to clean it all up. So I'm gonna go a little fast. Sorry if it's a little too fast. We're putting up our Christmas tree, so I have a couple things to do, and we gotta clean up. So I made a couple of ear warmers because I feel like I made something with this yarn. What is this yarn? It's the Loops and Threads yarn at Michael's. What the hell is it called? It's basically like using Premier's puzzle yarn, but it's the Loops and Thread version of that. So I've got one of those. I did a little thicker, and then I had a little bit more yarn, so I made a little one. And I like how they're the same yarn, but they look slightly different. So that's kind of cute. So I did two of those. I'm just tossing everything as I show it so I can keep going. Ooh, my pile's gonna fall. Okay, then I got into making a whole bunch of hats. So the hats don't have a pattern. I just did a brim, like I did like a, you chain up a number and then you just single crochet in the back loop. So what I did was I just grabbed a worsted weight yarn, 4 worsted weight yarn. I think these are all loops and threads. I just had 1 balls, so I decided to do them. This hat's a little big, but anyway. So I did the brim first, and then I just went around with single crochets, and I just did that in a round all the way to the top. And then the clothes that I did was the one that lady, if I can find the video for it, I'll link it. She did a hat that was a moss stitch hat, and she does a different closure, and I like the way she closes the top of her hats, so I use that for all of the hats that I did. This one's huge. This one's very, very big. It's very loose on my head, so it's made more for somebody with a big head and that likes a baggy hat. I was planning on donating all these hats because I don't need this. Nobody in my house is gonna wear it. It's kind of big. So that's one. Again, all loops and threads yarns. I don't remember. No, that's not true. That one was Premier Mosaic yarn. I think that's what it was called. I had a ball of it, so I thought I'd use it. And I also had a little bit left, so I used it to make this hat, but I used black for the brim. So this one's shorter, made it more like beanie style. So not too bad, right? A little beanie. Not bad for somebody who likes the colors. And again, oh, this pile is gonna fall. Hang on. I'm gonna have a pile of stuff on my floor in a minute. There we go. So then this one, oh, there it is. So I made a hat, a beanie hat with that yarn that I did those 2 headbands in. And you can see the brim was all one color until a certain point, and then it just kind of switched over. Anyway, it's a good yarn if you don't care about the color change that much. Another beanie style. I used all the same closures for the hats. I just find them easy to do that way. These were just fun for me because they were easy, quick. I didn't have to think about it. Oh, and I didn't even sew in the tail. Okay, that's where I'm at. I just sew it, I just crochet it, and then leave it. Anyway, so then I had loops and threads. No, not loops and threads. Caron 1 pound in the brown mixed color, and then I just took a brown that was a loops and threads that I had on my shelf and did the brim a different color, and then did that. It's another one. It's a little tighter than the other ones for a smaller head, but again, beanie style. all single crochet because I was like, I just want to watch TV and not have to think about anything. These are all loops and threads, impeccable in whatever their colorway is. I used an 8mm yarn for hook for all of these. So they're 4 weight, but used with a 8mm hook. So another slouchy hat. Not too bad. Not my color. And again, another one with the same pattern, same idea. This one that didn't close it that great on the top, so I know I just saw that, so I'm gonna have to fix that. But anyway, another one. And then I did another one. I like this color. This color is really cute. But that again is a loops and threads yarn from Michaels. Nothing fancy, nothing, you know. They're nice and loose because you use the bigger hook. Not bad, little slouchy, not huge slouchy, but that's not bad. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, so they're all loops and threads, impeccable acrylic. That's all it says is impeccable acrylic. So that's what I have left of that purple one. I'm using a lot of the leftover yarns to do, what do you call that? To do little granny squares. That was my plan, to do all my leftovers in granny square. And here's another one, another green. I like the green color. Did a green one, same thing, just, you know, went around and around. Mindless crochet, pretty much. There we go. A little tighter. Still slouchy, though. Okay, I lost track of how many hats that was, but anyway. Also, I did a hat in the moss stitch. You can see I'm so good at doing my tails, right? I just didn't even waste my time with that one. So this is the, what is that called? It's the Karen Cakes, the cupcake yarn from Michaels. And that is one whole cake of it. And that's a little pom-pom that they put on there that they give you with the thing. This hat is pretty. This is the one that was done from that lady. So if I can find her tutorial, I will put it on there. What is her? I think it's like Peaceful Crochet or Mindful Crochet or something. I don't know. I'll post her in the description box down below anyway. But this is her tutorial. Basically moss stitch hat. Oh, this one's tighter. And then it's really slouchy. So, but very tight. Not made for me, obviously. Cute. Oh, yes, this one. This one is Jada and Stitch's Drunken Granny slouchy hat. Or hat. She does a different brim kind of thing, but you guys can always look it up. I'll put the tutorial I followed, the tutorial down there in the description box. It's very slouchy. I made it very extremely slouchy hat, so not too bad. And this yarn is just the, what it used to be called Craft Smart. Now it's just what, loops and threads, something or other. Their cheapest yarn at Michaels. And I don't know the colorways. I don't have any left. That was the whole, what I had left of that color. So that's that. MJ and Hanjan and another one did like a collab, and they had these mosaic patterns for sale. They had like a pattern book that you could buy I think it was 3 patterns from each designer. So I purchased that. I don't remember what it's called. I'll have to look online for it. Hopefully, if I find it, I will link it in the description box. But this is not MJ. This is Hanjan, I think it's called. Anyway, I'll link her down below. She has a lot of tutorials and a lot of good things. So I made a mosaic hat. And I just threw this pom-pom. Well, I put a button on the inside so you can take the pom-pom off. But anyway, I thought it was a nice looking toque. So she also has a shawl that she has with a similar pattern and a sweater. And then MJ did a hat, a sweater, and a poncho, I believe. And the other designer, I cannot for the life of me remember her name. She also does 3 patterns for the package that you purchase. Anyway, so I'll show you. Ugh, definitely not for me, but it is warm. Very warm hat. Very cute. I love the designs on it. I think it's really pretty. And it's mosaic crochet, so I love that. Okay. Oh, I'm sweating. Anyway, so I also did a hooded cowl. I made these years and years and years ago. And even Sandy from Crochet A made her own version of this particular like idea. I don't know. So basically, okay, here. So it's a hooded cowl thing, but it's meant to be so you could wear it where you tuck that in, right? I'm not going to put it on because it looks stupid on me. But anyway, so I had another one. I made a third one. I don't know where it is. But anyway, I made a third one of this in a different color. But so anyway, you now have a cowl covering your mouth and a hood going over your head. And okay, I'll try it. I'm going to melt. Okay. There we go. So that's the idea. You can, if you have glasses like me, it's a little hard to wear these things, but there you go. So nice and warm for the winter. I made a couple of these. I don't know where the third one is. I know I made another one. I'll show it to you. Anyway, the yarn for this is yarn that I bought at Walmart a while back. It's not impeccable, but it's Bernat something. I just can't remember the name of it. But it's a discontinued yarn. They don't even carry it anymore at Michael's, or not Michael's, Walmart. And I haven't seen it at Michael's ever. But it's just a thicker, bulky 6-weight yarn. So that's what I used for that. I didn't follow a pattern. I made it years and years and years ago, and I can't remember the name of the designer back then. But like I said, Sandy from Crochet A does have a pattern similar to this. Hers is different. I don't remember. I bought hers. I don't remember the details. So this is what I decided to do. And you can see I didn't even sew in the tails. I'm so good at that today. Anyway, whatever. So this is another one. I think this is made with that loops and threads yarn. And the hat and those other things were what I had left over. Oh no, this is a different color. I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, you get the idea. This one's way looser though. I think it's because I used a bigger hook and it ended up making it a little too baggy, in my opinion. It's a little too big, but if you like it looser, there, I'll just pretend that's not there. Hold on. There we go. My glasses are fogging up, which is why I have to wear them like this so I don't fog up. So it's kind of comfy. It's nice and loose here. So if you don't like anything like super tight on your neck, you can adjust it to make it looser. It's way too hot to do that. So there's another thing I made. Okay, we're getting down to the end now, I think. I have also started a shawl that I'm not going to show you because I'm at one of those standstill moments with it. It looks like a butterfly. It's not working the way I wanted it to work. It doesn't look the way I thought it was going to look. Anyway, if you go onto Instagram, if you go on Pinterest and you type in butterfly shawl, it'll come up where it actually is a shawl crocheted to look like a butterfly on your back. It's not looking the way I thought it was going to look, so I kind of decided to pitch it. I haven't really fully, I think I got it halfway, and I started it in sparkly red yarn, and that didn't go too far. So anyway, so another project I did was my friend Jennifer from Crocheting with Hudson. She not only sells hooks, which I have a lot of her hooks, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot. I'll show you one if you're looking for those, but anyway, I'll put her down below anyway. Here's one of the hooks that I have. It's really cute. They're okay to use. Sometimes they bother my hands, sometimes they don't. So it just depends on your liking or disliking of it. So anyway, she has a pattern for a Chromebook or a Kobe reader or phone holder, whatever you want to do. You could do it for anything. It's a multi-thing pattern anyway. I used a bulky yarn, which is what she used, but I stuffed it too much. And the bottom part is, I didn't go long enough. I should have went a little longer because now it just flops over. It doesn't sit right. And the bottom is too tight for anything to fit comfortably in here. So I messed it up. But anyway, it's a little pad. I guess you could lean your stuff on it if you really wanted to, but then you'd have to lean this against something to have it stand up, which defeats the purpose. So that's what that is. I will post her down below so you can check it out. I also have something else that her design. Okay, she designed these, so I made a bunch of them. A couple of them I screwed up because I forgot to put the hook, which I'm going to redo. And well, not redo, but I'm going to attach some yarn and just do a little loop for them. She made a dog bone stocking. So I got into those. I made one. All yarns I had at home, no labels, just red heart yarns or loops and threads. I did a green one. Again, I forgot to make a loop, which I'm going to do that next. And add it on to those. And then I used another one, dark color. See, this one I didn't forget the loopy. I made a dark green one. I made a sparkly one. Pretty sparkly. And then I made another red one, and I ran out of red down here, so I had to kind of improvise. I'm not thrilled about that, but I ran out of red, and I did not want to open another ball of red just to finish it. So there we go. That's another one. And the last one I did was made out of loops and threads, thin chenille yarn. So it's quite large, and you can see the tail. I'm just gonna hide that anyway. So that is her pattern. I will link her down below so you guys can go check it out if you want to. I have 2 other blankets going, but I have no interest or desire to finish them, so I'm not going to show them to you. Oh yeah, that stupid Kobo iPhone holder thing was made out of a shitty yarn that I would never recommend to anybody, but I'll tell you what it is. It was the worst yarn I've worked with in a long time. It was awful on my hand, and it just wasn't fun to work with. So anyway, it's Ring Spun Acrylic Blend by Loops and Threads. Crappy, crappy, crappy yarn. I hated it. I will not use it again. It knotted on itself. Oh, there's some now. So this is it. It's just very rough, and it knots on itself. So see, it's like stuck. I can't pull it out from the project. I've been trying to, and it's like all knotted now, and it won't come out. So anyway, I got ticked off of that yarn. That yarn's on a timeout because it ticked me off. I was going to use that yarn to make one of those hooded things. Not gonna happen now. I got 3 things that I bought that I'll show you, and then I'll let you guys go so I can go help my family put up a Christmas tree. So one of the things I got was a Amigurumi Friends book. Lots of amigurumi in there. The difference between this one and a lot of other books is it doesn't do like a individual pattern. It does, but it doesn't. So I know it doesn't make sense what I just said. So basically they have 3 or 4 different body types, right? Sorry, I'll show you to you because I can show you. So they have sitting, like they have a sitting down one that lays down. I think that's the same as that one. And then a different way, and then the standing one. So they have information to do the body styles, standing, laying down, sitting. Then they do the arms, the legs for the way they're laying down. So they basically, it's one pattern written 3 ways. And then for different animals, they give you different instructions, like for the bunny, how to do the bunny ears, for the rhino, how to do the rhino head. So it's different, but it's all one pattern. So it'll say, look at page 4 for the pattern for the body, and then the head, and then the arms and legs, and then come back and do the pieces. Anyway, that's what I bought. I got that because I thought it was cool. And then I've been into mosaic crochet, so I found a designer that I really like, and I plan to make, well, I have a one, it's an owl. I'm trying to make an owl pillow with it. So anyway, this is the designer. Sixtel Designs. I always say it wrong. But anyway, she has a book out. I did do one of her blankets a while ago. Well, if you look back on my videos, I did one before of hers, but she has a lot of cool patterns. One of the ones I wanted to do was the skull one. And then, where is it? Oh, I guess it might not be on here. I also, oh, there it is. Yeah, it's on the back. The moon and the sun one. That's another one I wanted to do. Thought that'd be cool for pillows. And then, you know, she has a bunch of different ones. I bought one of her patterns that she doesn't have in the book that's online, and it's like for a Halloween one. It's got a cat, bird, everything. Anyway, that's another thing. And then I purchased one more thing. Granny Square card deck. So this is cool because it has a different, well, shows you the instructions, but every card has like a picture on the front, and then it has the like graph on the back. So every single one you can do, like there's so many, I don't know. There's a couple in here that I liked. Like that one's cute. That one is cute too. So there's just a whole bunch. So I was like hoping from next year, my plan was to make every single one of these and then put it together in a blanket. That was my plan. I don't know whether I'm going to get to it, but there's lots of cards. So I have lots and lots of patterns I can do with these squares, and that one I like. That's cute. So they have lots. They have a lot of different ones. Lots of them. I'm sure you guys have seen these before. I'm sure other people have gotten them and talked about them. But I just thought it was cute. I thought it was a cool idea. So I got it. And that's pretty much it. I don't think I have anything else to show you. So I don't know. Lately I've been trying, whenever I try to upload a video and I try to put everything in the description box, it doesn't show it. It won't let me click and copy and paste it. So what I'm going to probably end up doing is the top comment, I'll tag my top comment, and it'll have any patterns or anything that's relevant to what I talked about. If there's any patterns available for anything I talked about, will be in the top comment. So I'll tag it so you guys can see what I was talking about, or look for the people I was talking about. Yeah, so that's it. I don't think I'll be back until the new year now because I don't really have anything to show. I've been kind of slowing down on crochet, so I don't think I'll have anything. If I do, I'll show up and I'll talk about it. But if not, I will see you guys. Hopefully everybody has a great Christmas. If I don't see you, I don't talk to you. And yeah, take care, everybody.